Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Teresa. I do videos on whatever I want. And today I thought I would give you guys an update. For those who are new, I have been on a weight loss journey with phentermine for over the past year, taking on and off breaks with it. I went back on it back in like March-ish, and it really wasn't working for me. So about 2 weeks ago, I talked to my doctor. We added topiramate to it, and it's been a week, and I have not lost anything on the combination of both. And so that's really the huge update, honestly. So I messaged her on Wednesday and I told her like I'm incorporating HIT again because I took a really hard look at my habits and I realized I really suck at adding protein to my diet. I really am not doing anything for like strength training. I don't want to go to the gym and spend money, and I don't want to go that route with strength training. Um and so after research, I found out like you can still build muscle with just using body weight, and so that's really the way I want to go about it. I really debated about getting dumbbells, but I really did not want to spend all that money to just have them sit around at home, and so I am switching up my workouts. I told her that I'm trying my best to add protein to my diet. And so I haven't lost anything on the combination. Now, what I find really interesting is I've done a lot of research, and what I find super interesting is that a lot of people actually, when they take the combination of the 2 pills, phentermine tends to be the less strong medication, and then topiramate tends to be the stronger one. So, like, right now, um, my phentermine is that's the wrong one, is at the 37.5 mgs, which is the strongest that you can take it, and then the topiramate is at the 25 mgs. And what I see people taking, just again by Google searching, is doing like topiramate at say like 95 and phentermine at like a 50 or something like that. So I also looked up really quickly, and GoodRx said that people have a higher rate of weight loss with the combination of both when the topiramate is at a higher dose. So I'm praying to God that that is the case because I am just kind of at a loss. The week before I saw my doctor, I did end up losing a pound, but ended up gaining that pound back. And I have been really off by what I've told you guys about how much I gained after losing um, all of the weight at the end of December. So when I was on phentermine, um, when I started in February of 2023, doing the necessary breaks, and then like officially stopping in December of 2023, I actually lost, let me do the math here, 186 minus 128. 58 pounds, but then I gained 14 pounds back. So I went from 128 to 142. So 142 minus 128, which is 14 pounds. And when I went to the doctor on the, when did I see her? The 12th of this month, in the clinic note, she did assess with abnormal weight gain. And so it is what it is. I mean, she has to compare obviously from, the December one to this one. So again, it is what it is. What's really frustrating is you never know what is abnormal weight gain because, yes, some weight gain after weight loss medication with any weight loss medication is completely normal. And so, yeah, um, it's just really hard to know like what's abnormal. I was going back on, I did keep like an Excel sheet of my maintenance, and I really wasn't doing overly that bad. I guess in January, I was really maintaining like the 2 pounds I had gained. So I don't really know when I started really gaining the weight again and not being able to lose. So, yeah. So I need to stop saying so often. Like I rarely watch my videos back and it drives me crazy. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I have an appointment already scheduled with her for July 11th. So when she messaged me back on yesterday, so I messaged her Wednesday, totally forgetting that it was a federal holiday um because of Juneteenth. And so whatever. When she messaged me back, she said I would give it a few more weeks, and at that point, I was like, "Okay, great. I have one scheduled." I didn't tell her this, but in my head, I was like, "I have one scheduled with you for the 11th. I'm just gonna give it then and go from there, um, and see what happens." Because I was like, I my period started Thursday, and so we started the medication last Thursday. So literally could have just been, weird PMS symptoms, definitely had more PMS symptoms than I normally do, so totally could just be related to that. Again, I don't know if we need to up the topiramate, strength. I don't know if we need to take phentermine away completely. Um, yeah, so that's kind of that. I'm trying my hardest to, like I said, for the millionth time, up the protein, um, take a hard look at diet, switch up workouts, and all of that kind of stuff. I'm definitely ditching the scale for the next few weeks here. I'll probably actually weigh in like towards the end of the week and see how I do. The good thing is now I am actually on a diuretic for my excess hair situation. So I did get diagnosed that same week that I went for the weight loss stuff with hirsutism, which is just the fancy name for excess hair, which is very, very common in South Asians. And it's always kind of been an issue for me. Um, I totally forgot to exit out of mail. So there we go. And I talked about it before with her, like, a year ago, and it's gotten worse, and so I used to be able to shave my chin and upper lip, like, once a week, and it was fine, and now recently it's been twice a week, and so she prescribed to me, spironolactone, which is the very common one for the condition. I'm already on birth control, so all of that combined is really just hormone therapy, and so I'm really hoping that that helps, um, and it could also help with weight loss. I think I mentioned it in the last weight loss video. Because it's a diuretic, it helps with water retention, which is also something that a lot of Asians tend to struggle with. And so, yeah, I'm hoping that, give my body some time, like get over my period, let the hormones, you know, estrogen and testosterone, whatever, like even out again. And hopefully things, start shifting. I mean, I'm not expecting, like drop a whole pound in one day situation, but I would love to see at least, drop like 4 ounces one day, and then in the next couple days, maybe like 6 ounces or something, you know? I did end up gaining 2 ounces at some point this week and then dropping 2 ounces in like 2 days. So I was back where I started. So yeah, I don't know if the hirsutism has anything to do with possibly what's going on. They say with that it's caused by like increased androgen levels, but like I said, that situation has always been an issue for me my entire life. I've always had an issue with excess hair on my chin, upper lip, even just a little bit on my breasts, inner thighs, my stomach especially. So I don't think really that's overly too much the issue. Because if it's been an issue my entire life and I've lost all this weight, if I've gone down, from 186 pounds to now 142 pounds, obviously, probably not a huge, huge issue. Um, but it could definitely explain some things. It could definitely maybe explain why I wasn't able to necessarily maintain that well after the medication, stopping it both, well, really in December. I was going to say both times, but really in December. Um, it would also maybe explain the acne situation, which I did get a better diagnosis for that when I went to the dermatologist. And my dermatologist even diagnosed me with hirsutism. So that was really nice to get double diagnosis. And she actually put in her clinic note, like, you know, addressing the hair that you could see in her clinic note. So that was really, really nice. My primary doctor didn't do that, but I also shaved the night before because I like to just look decent when I see my primary doctor, I guess. Dermatologist is a little different because obviously dermatologist is dealing with skin and hair and, So, yeah, I don't know if that condition has anything to do with it, especially if it's just now with things being maybe possibly more. Um, yeah, like I said, the acne, maybe the weight gain, once I was off of the medication, um, I don't know. They say, like, a deeper voice is also, like, a sign of it as well, but I don't know, I don't think that correlates, but yeah, um, they say, like, decrease breast size, but I'm like, that just comes with the weight loss portion of it all. So, yeah, I'm hoping with any luck, it's just, get over the period, let everything go back to normal, and hopefully be able to start losing some again and up the protein. I actually did cave and I ended up getting Factor, which is the meal delivery service. And so they have um, a protein plus plan. It was there, it wasn't coming out, and so I went with that. I first did the Calorie Smart one, and then I was like, realistically, like, calories is not my issues. It's not my issue. If I was doing this naturally, then yes, I would definitely have to be watching calories more, but, yeah. So, hopefully, that's gonna come, Wednesday. I got 4 boxes because I wanted it to be as cheap as humanly possible. It's gonna be for me like $80 a week, which I'm not super happy about, but hey, if it's something that can help boost my calories altogether, get more protein in my diet, and hopefully help trigger some weight loss, then I think it's a good investment. So yeah, what else was I gonna say? Oh, the acne situation. So my dermatologist, I've been seeing her for years since like my first 2 years of college. She constantly was diagnosing me with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and this time she actually diagnosed me with, I have the, um, note here. Oh, that was 2023. Oh, in 2023, she did acne hyperpigmentation. But for this one, here it is. For this year, she actually diagnosed me with melasma acne. And this makes so much more sense to me, you guys, because my acne has really not been like other people's acne, I feel like. I've never really gotten your stereotypical acne of redness and getting things, a lot of acne with like pus in it. It's always been these really, really dark spots, and they've always been terrible in the summertime when there's more sunlight. And that's exactly what melasma acne is. It gets worse in the summertime, and a lot of times it's the sun to blame for the hyperpigmentation and whatever. And so it makes a whole lot of sense because as somebody who is of color and has white parents, sunscreen was not really something that was ever taught in my household. So it totally makes sense. It also kind of makes sense because it could link up. Well, I don't really want to say this. Well, I don't want to, I don't know. I'm going to say it. How I'm going to say it is probably going to come off in a way that I don't really want it to come off, but there could be something hormonal as well with it. So therefore, because I was explaining to my dermatologist, like I do think it's something hormonal because it's definitely been an issue like all year round. Basically, I went through Instagram and I definitely saw, my skin issues. I went back until like October. So, excuse me, my birthday. And went until, like, March-ish, and so she saw me in March, and so I was like, "Yeah, it's definitely been an issue since, like, October-ish," and yeah, I explained, I definitely think it's linked to hormones, so it could be something possibly, potentially also linked to just hormones and leading into the hirsutism. That could also be slightly linking into maybe the weight loss issues and yeah. So anyways, the whole thing about this, you guys, is that I have not lost weight with both the medications. I take them separately, so not combined, which is the Quizma brand or whatever. And so my doctor said to give it a few more weeks. I'm going to give it a few more weeks. I'm going to up the protein, keep up with strength training and dancing. When I really thought about exercise, I was like, to be honest, I don't really like going on my treadmill a lot, to be honest. I definitely like it for if I'm having a low day and I'm like, you know what? I just need to do like a mindful walk session. But majority of the time when I'm really feeling happy and I really need that adrenaline boost and whatever, um, just spat everywhere. That was gross. Um, then I really like dancing. So switching up the workouts, I'm going on and off with treadmill and hit workouts and adding the protein, upping the water because now I have to. Um, and like I said, the good thing is now being on the medication for hirsutism, it's a diuretic. So for sodium intake, because I was doing low sodium stuff, it's better because now I should be, you know, peeing more. So having to get more sodium in is a bit easier now, where, like, before, if I wasn't getting a lot of sodium, but I wasn't peeing as much, it was like, okay." But now it's like, "Okay, I'm peeing more. I don't want my sodium to go too low," and yeah. So, that is literally all, you guys. I definitely have a feeling that I will end up going back in, like, 3 weeks to see her. Um, I wouldn't be surprised, and so, yeah, I had it set up because when I went back on phentermine in, like, March or whatever, maybe it was April, May, June, July. It would have been April because she said follow up in 3 months after that. So, I had it set up already, and then I set up the next one, um, when I saw her, a few weeks ago for September, because she said another 3 weeks, 3 months, which was interesting because I read with topiramate, I guess they can up your, like, strength every, like, couple weeks. So and we just do that through messaging, honestly. We don't always have to, like, schedule an appointment with, each other, but whatever. Anywho, so, I probably will end up seeing her in a couple weeks. I have a feeling. And so, yeah, I hope we can get to the bottom of why, it's not working and whatever. And like I said, now that I have the other medication, that's a diuretic, I'm not too worried about, sodium levels because it was like, how do I get enough calories in without overdoing sodium? And so, yeah, hopefully we can get this figured out, you guys. I've rambled long enough. Um, yeah, as far as side effects, I really haven't had anything. And honestly, the first couple days I was on the medication, I actually ate more, but again, I started a week before my period, so that could just be PMS. Who knows? The only thing that I've had, honestly, yesterday, today was a bit of constipation, but again, could be period related. So, yeah, if you guys like this video, be sure to like it, hit subscribe down below, hit the bell for notifications. I post every single weekend. There is a watermark somewhere around here. I should really redo that. I think I'll redo that today. And if you hover over it, you can hit subscribe. I don't know if there's a bell linked to it or not. If it is, hit it. If not, just hit subscribe, hit the bell somewhere else. That's it. I will talk to you guys later. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a good week. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.